All right, everybody, back again. This is Chris from Clear Digital Studios. Today, I'm going to show you or teach you how to make level decisions without touching a fader. Okay, and this is just with using a compressor. And I would say you can use any compressor, but I would, suggest that you use compressors with these parameters with, of course, threshold, attack, release, ratio, and gain. Okay, makeup gain. All right, so what I mean by making level decisions with the compressor is that when you're trying to, especially dealing with two tracks, I'm always dealing with two tracks. When dealing with two tracks, we always try to get this perfect level to sit inside this track. And, we do all our EQing, compressing, even sometimes limiting a vocal sometimes to make it, to stay, to have less dynamics as possible, to stay right in the middle and stay right there in the mix. And that's fine and good, but there are other ways to do it. Just by using your levels, your fader sometimes may not work because the settings of your compressor. Now, your compressor can either add tone, it can add an effect, or it can make a decision on your levels. Okay, and this is what I mean by it. Now, the main parameter on the compressor that I'm talking about is going to be your release. Now, a small description of what a compressor is. I'm going to give it to you. This is going to be very, very simple, because some compressors are very hard to, not very hard, but it's kind of hard to understand. But a compressor is basically an automatic level controller. That's all it is. It makes loud parts quieter, and it makes the quieter parts louder, which makes everything even. Okay. And with that, your release is very important, especially when it comes to two tracks. This is what I believe. This is what I've learned just dealing with a lot of two tracks throughout my small career, dealing with two tracks. Now, and when you're doing all your EQing, your compressing, like I said before, even limiting, even doing the fader rides, trying to figure it out, like, okay, go down here, go a dB up, half a dB down, just doing that sometimes may not work all the time. So I'm going to give you a trick of mine that I use to make it sit. And what I use is my release. It doesn't matter what your settings are. You can use a 2 to 3 3 to 1 ratio, 5 to 1 ratio. It doesn't matter where your compressor, your threshold is. All that doesn't matter. What matters is your release. Now, with this, your release tells the compressor when to let go of compression. Okay, and basically let the next transient come through or not. Okay, so basically, the faster the release, the slower the release, the slower that the compressor is going to let up, so you get more compression. The faster the release is less compression, and it lets go of the signal quicker. So basically, this pushes the perception of the vocal up closer when it's faster, and it push the vocal back when the release is slower. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, because when you're going slower with the release, remember, it's more compression going on. The less release that you got going, the more that the vocal will come through, because it's not a lot of compression going on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play this verse. It's the same verses that I've been playing for the past, I guess, 3 videos, but it's a perfect example of getting everything done, and now you're having trouble fitting this vocal in the 2-track. Now, this is a way that you can actually do that. Now, we're gonna first start off with the release very slow and just give it a listen.
Yeah, when I turned 18, I knew I would manage. Yeah. Man, they took me for granted. I need them bricks in the phantom. I need them bricks, cause they coming in handy.
Okay, for the most part, it sounds pretty good. Okay, this is how it would be in a real world situation, because the vocal sounds good. The reverb is in there. It sounds like it's pretty much fitting in there, but at the same time, you want to hear all the consonants of the words. You want to hear like you really want that vocal to sit up in the mix and sound like he's like that artist is in your face. Okay, that's what you want, but you don't want it to be uncontrollable neither. And some people do this by just raising up the level. Don't do that. Play with the release. Now, the more and more I move the release to a quicker time, listen to the vocal and listen to what it does, okay?
Yeah, when I turned 18, I knew I would manage. Yeah. Man, they took me for granted. I need them bricks in the phantom. Need them bricks in the phantom. I need them bricks, cause they coming in handy. I need me a mansion. I bought 4 in a phantom. I got bras in Atlanta. She me soon as I landed. Yeah, that so good, goddamn it. Yeah. That so good, I know an ex nigga can't stand me. They fake to the door, man, these niggas know what's up. Yeah, if my nigga don't f with you, know I can't f with you. I can show these niggas no love. She know I can't get enough. I chase that paper, I must. Yeah, on the way to the top.
Okay, now I hope you heard that. Now the faster that I did the release is like more he came up, but it wasn't like necessarily in volume. It's not volume that we really dealing with. We really dealing with transients, because sometimes you want those transients to come out so you can hear like every consonant of the word. Especially when he says like the C's and the K's and the F's and all that, you want to hear that and you want to sound like it's up in your face. So now let's do this one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time. All right. So let's look at our fader. Matter of fact, let's put our fader at unity gain, and let's listen to it. Let's see where it's let's see what this level is at.
Yeah. When I turned 18, I knew I would manage.
All right, cool. So that's fine. So now we're gonna start from here. No level with the fader, as you can see. Unity gain. Okay. Now let's just mess with the release right now.
Yeah. When I turned 18, I knew I would manage. Yeah. Man, they took me for granted. I need them bricks in the phantom. Need them bricks in the phantom. I need them bricks, cause they coming in handy. I need me a mansion. I bought 4 in a phantom. I got bras in Atlanta. She me soon as I landed. Yeah, that so good, goddamn.
Yeah, so I hope you heard that. Now this is a cool little trick that I came up with a few years ago, because like I said, dealing with 2 tracks is very hard to fit a vocal in. So in the future, just remember that there's other ways of doing volume and the perception of volume. You don't always have to use your fader. Once you figure out you got a good spot, but it's just not sitting right with you, like it's cool, but I don't know what it is. It's like it needs to be louder, but when I push it up a little louder, it's too loud. So trying to find that medium with your fader, and then come over to your compressor and just mess with the release and see how that does. And if you are getting any type of value out of this, any type of good results, I'm assuming that you are getting, please let me know. Message me, email me, call me, whatever. If you need more lessons on Studio One and how to mix in Studio One, just give me an email, give me a call. We can set up a one-on-one consultation and get you in there. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be giving like daily updates, daily tutorials, and things like that, man. So, all right, man, y'all be blessed.